the final score. Cade Cunningham led the comeback with 32 points and 10 rebounds. Tobias Harris also had a double-double. On the Magic side, Paolo Banchero had 17, but shot just 4 for 20 and missed all 9 shots from deep. Here's Cade after the game.
Cade, you were down by as many as 24. Backs against the wall. You silenced this arena, force a game 7. How?
Never say die. Simple as that. I mean, Detroit grit is what we've been talking about all year. And that's a great job of staying with it and keep fighting.
Speaking of that grit, nothing about this series has been easy. Each one more and more physical. I saw the massage rollers activated, the applesauce packets being consumed. What is it taking out of you guys right now?
I mean, like I said, we dug ourselves a deep hole, and it's time for us to climb our way out. It's going to take everything. It's going to take putting your body on the line and digging deep, and that's what we've been doing. Thank God we get to take this back to the crib. It's going to be loud in Detroit, and we got to finish our business now.
You said it the other night, not everyone gets to live with the moments when pressure is on the line. For you, you back up a 45-point performance with a 32 and 10 game, 19 in the fourth. How were you able to meet the moment when your team needed it?
I mean, just trusting my work, staying prayed up, and relishing in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, not everybody gets the opportunity to have a challenge like this in life, so I'm just trying to make the most of it.
One final one, Cade. They say the best 2 words in sports, Game 7. It'll be your first one as a competitor. What's going through your mind?
I'm excited for it. Let's get to it.
Cade, appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
Man.
The Pistons live to see another day. After going down 3-1, they have now forced a Game 7 after this huge win in Game 6. Despite the Pistons being down early in the first half, the second half made the biggest difference, with the Pistons outscoring the Magic 55-19. Tristan, how are the Pistons able to really dominate this game after being down? It's hard to come back from a deficit like that.
No, of course, but you listen, your season's on the line. You have no redos. It's all or nothing, right? And you saw Detroit, they turned it up a lot level, especially defensive end. You see Cade, and that's what a leader does, right? You step up and on the defensive end, step up to play, getting in passing lanes, getting deflections, and really, like, when you're the best player on the team and you know you're destined for greatness, when your team is down, you take over. You don't care. I tell my teammates, get out of the way. I'm getting to the rim. It's going to be bucket or foul, and you saw that with Cade in the second half. He was telling himself with the determination, like, I refuse to go home tonight.
45 points last game for him, 32 and 10 tonight. Cade has just been, he's literally putting this team on his back.
He is, and I think the biggest thing for Cade, for me, being a point guard myself, is he only had 4 turnovers. Remember, that's kind of been one of his Achilles heels, is turning the ball over, and down the stretch, he just played amazing. But, when you look at Detroit, everybody was waiting for their moment of playing Detroit basketball. If you look at the stats.
Let's come back into words.
A testament to the character of this group. What this group has been for the entire season. The consistency, the commitment to something greater than themselves, the willingness to do it together, the want to not disappoint each other. We just have amazing spirit and never quit. And this is a testament to what we've built and how these guys have responded.
What was the conversation at halftime, obviously being down 22, and just what type of resolve did you sense for this team that enabled them to, I think it was a 16-4 run, and then they just kept going from there?
Yeah, it was staying present, staying in the moment. And we weren't going to get it all back at once, but we would have to make play after play, possession by possession. And I think that's what we did. We took each possession at a time, both offensively and defensively, and tried our best to execute on every single possession, every screening action, every rebound, all the small things. We went out and focused on that, and we put ourselves in position to win.
And then Paul Reed had only played in 1 game before tonight. He came out in the second quarter and then had an 8-minute stretch in the second half as things turned around. What did you want to see from him, and then how did he help kind of get things going?
Again, he's one of those guys that personifies our spirit. He's one of those guys that anytime you put him on the floor, he's active, he's aggressive, he's all over the place, coming up with steals, deflections, block shots, rebounds. And I thought that was needed in that moment, that we needed, to keep that energy, to keep that spark, and I knew he would bring it to us.
We've talked about the resolve all season, but just kind of generally, what is it about being in situations that are essentially, what is it about being in the worst of situations that brings out the best of y'all?
I mean, it is, man. I don't know how to say it enough about this group, but they're so dialed in and they're so connected, and they just don't want to let each other down. And, in adverse situations, you got two options. You fight or you run. And the nature of this group is they fight. And that's why they're able to continue to fight through these things, because they don't get down. They don't put their heads down. There is no woe is me. There is no selfish. It's not going my way. It's what can I do to help the team? And time again, that's what they've done.
JB, obviously things change. What tangibly changed? Like an increase in energy and concentration? You used more of a defensive lineup, it looked like, in the third quarter to get it going. Like, tangibly, what clicked up a notch? Is it as simple as saying more energy, or is it?
No, I mean, it was the pressure. We changed the amount of pressure that we were putting at the point of attack. We changed how active we were on the ball, how physical we were on the ball. And again, that's when we're at our best. So we got to make sure we continue to do that.
JB, you're down 24, just like a minute into the third, basically. Is this what you mean by until the fat lady starts singing?
Yeah, that's the team, right? Until it's over, for us, it ain't over. And they just continue to impress me. Time and time again, you get spoiled by it, but we just have that mentality, that you don't have to choke the life out of us. And if not, we're going to keep swinging. And as they say, one of them is going to hit the temple, an opportunity to win games.
What's Game 7 going to be like for your team?
Hopefully we start the game like we finished the game. That's going to be extremely important for us. We come out with the type of pressure that we played with tonight to start the second half. Again, I expect us to do what we do, and that's keep swinging.
Because you guys still haven't really played a complete game like this team.
What happened in that second half that allowed Detroit to flip the script and come away with the win tonight?
I think the story we've seen a little bit before, giving them credit for, turning up the intensity, picking up full court, turned us over a couple times, and then they were able to get some early easy baskets. And then at the end of the day, a lot of shots didn't fall for us in that situation. Everything, we had some good looks, they didn't drop, and some of those long balls were able to lead to leak outs. And they got some early ones, they saw the balls go in the hole, and they were flying around.
We've seen a lot throughout this year where the offense just feels like it comes completely stagnant. Why do you think that continues to happen?
Yeah, I think when they turned up the heat, they went to switching, again, our ability to get downhill. And then when we did get downhill, our ability to finish at the rim, whether we were getting hit or not, I think they did a good job down there. I think there was some that that weren't called, but at the end of the day, we got to go finish through contact. I thought we had some good looks, and I thought we had some rushed looks. I thought we were trying to find it a little bit, when you don't see it drop, when you're attacking the basket, trying to get downhill, don't get a call. Then, they had some great blocks at the rim, which led to the break. Then when you're not getting downhill and you're not getting the calls, you take a couple rips that you want to see the ball